Today is Memorial Day 2013. We just got off Skype visiting with Imelda and Tim and had a nice conversation. Today is chicken moving day, and currently we are moving the chicken coop more often than ever since Dan and Matthew have redesigned the perch. It makes it a lot easier for us to move it, and Dan's thinking on a daily basis we can move our chickens to a new spot. There they are in the distance, and the perch is bungee cord on the right hand side to make the move easier. So let's go out and see what is happening. We are going to move the chickens over the new irrigation channel that we dug. The channel runs the width of our yard, approximately 100 feet. It's about 18 inches to 2 feet wide, about a foot deep. The water flows in directly to our new garden, and our new garden is what we started last year, and we'll just take a shot of it over here. You can see amaranth in the distance and Jerusalem artichokes. We'll get a little bit closer over here. We have some tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce, radishes, squash, and sunflowers growing. So we'll take a look right here, and you can see that this area is really fertile from all the chicken compost through the years. The amaranth has turned into an amaranth forest. We have more than what we know what to do with. Let's take a look at the irrigation ditch. We are not watering today. We watered on Saturday, and this is just runoff from someone upstream watering. So what you see here is our ditch just filling up just from runoff, and so the channels for the garden are getting nice and full. What you see, these lateral crossings, are the old pieces of granite that we had by the chimenea and our solar lights. We have transplanted amaranth along the irrigation because there is access to water there. We still have to thin them out. Lauren and Brian and Dad have planted varieties of pole beans and let's see what else. Oh, sunflowers and corn. Corn, of course, corn is growing here along the ditch. So now we're back to moving the chicken coop, and Dad is. So have you folks sit there periodically? Yes. Dad is questioning my technical skills, which is not. I appreciate it, I should say, because I sometimes am remiss on focusing. So here's Dad, and Dad is moving the chicken coop, which means pushing and pulling. And yes, now Dad is pointing out that the perch is bungee cord. And so their water bottles, remember, they have about 1.5 gallons every day of fresh water. And whoa, looks like water's leaking in there where Dad's moving. So Dad's going to tug and pull. What we want to do is move the chicken coop over to where our wood pile used to be, which is over yonder by the compost. And so No, you won't be.
I can do it then. That's fine.
And so that's where we're moving it, where that high grass is. What we're finding is every time we move the chicken coop, the area where they have been, the grass grows higher and greener. So it really is fertilizing the entire backyard very nicely. I know the patches where they most recently have been, let's just say right here, it looks like a somewhat dead zone, but it really isn't. It will spring back to life in no time. And so, well, right here we're looking at their previous spot, and we're using them as our portable lawnmowers. We have no affinity for mowing, and so this is the way to do it. And Lauren and Brian are kind enough to be helping with the move, but we're not going to focus on them too much. They would prefer not to be included in the filming process, so we'll just be strategic about this. So here we are back again looking at the lateral ditch, and so this is going to be very exciting. Okay, what we're trying to do is get the chicken coop, the portable chicken coop, over this bridge. And so this is going to be very interesting. So I am going to cross over on one of the granite bridges, this one right here. And they're really nice and thick and heavy, so they would take a lot of weight. So here we are at the compost pile. This is where we want the chickens. And so what happened there, sweetheart?
It just came off my piece.
Okay, so do you need to?
Okay.
Okay, so Dad's gonna make some adjustments. They're ready to make the big crossing almost. Brian is adjusting the solar lights. It might get whacked in the move.
Okay.
So we're gonna try to cross the bridge. This is going to be, whoa, 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 chicken on the loose.
I was just gonna let it take out one to play with.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We'll see how that goes.
I'll just play with it.
Okay.
But Lauren, we'll need you for the crossing. Lauren thought it'd be fun to play with a chicken.
Oh, do you guys need help getting over?
Okay, this is exciting. They're lifting it up, lifting it up.
Whoops. Alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fine.
Oh, watch out.
The umbrella. They are, as it were, a flutter.
Watch out, they're right here.
Is this a good idea?
Can I what?
Okay, let's let it down.
I'm getting really scared.
Let's chase them over to the other side of the river, Gita. Just get them to go to the other side. They are dudettes.
Here,
Okay, this is exciting because they have about a foot deep of water, 18 inches wide, and they are not thrilled about this water situation. So how to get them on the other side?
Well, they'll follow one if the other one. Oh, no. One's really out. Aww.
Oh.
Is this a good idea, honey? Maybe we should go back.
No,
It's fine. It's fine.
Did the door came unhinged?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
Okay.
Pause the video.
Oh no, the chickens are getting out though. I'm trying to guard it, but they just sneak out.
What we'll do is we'll get them something tasty and they'll come back in.
Well, because you guys are dumb chickens.
Don't say that about us.
Here.
Watch the door, please. I'm trying to fix this.
Here, Brian, you watch the door. And I'll watch right here. Brian, just
Okay,
watch
we've
the
got
door, it
some
doesn't
chicken
matter.
excitement. Lauren wanted to play with one, but one of the white rocks is out. Brian just got it back in. Oh, we've got a barred rock and a black rock out. So we've got 2 out, 10 in. And Dan is wrestling with the unhinged door. So
Someone's in the water.
Brian just caught
Let me hold
another.
it. Let me hold it.
So the
Okay.
Hey, little fat friend. Oh, I let go of that one now.
You want to put it in? Sure.
okay, so I think we're going for 11 of 10, and then very good.
So you just fold
They
that
are
one.
managing
Here,
to.
I can open the door. Thank you.
Oh gosh, you guys are so dumb.
Please don't say that.
Oh, it's a toss-up with you humans.
We are the sharpest of the group.
What the heck are you humans trying to do?
Okay, the move continues.
What do I
After
do?
they're
Up above the door.
Above the door?
Yeah.
My feet are getting wet though.
Okay, come on, chicken. Okay, so be careful.
Watch out. I would just wait just a second for them to get out.
okay, so
Away.
Yeah.
they don't like this water thing. So they have now crossed the
Wait, watch out, watch out. It's hooked on something.
the Rio Pequeño.
Okay. Push up. Okay.
Okay, they have crossed the bridge. So now, let's see what's happening. We'll get a different vantage point. Sorry about the wobble here. So we're trying to get them to the tall grass so they would have plenty of fresh green grass to nibble on.
Okay. I don't
And-
know if I can make it back yet. I think you guys have to live on this side of the river, man.
So
I think we're at an impasse.
Okay, that's a little bit more here.
So there they are. This has been harder than anticipated. The coop is 10 feet square, and you'd think it'd be somewhat easier to manipulate, but it is a challenge. Maybe all the way back, honey? How's the...
Put it back together first.
That's as far as it can go. Because it's an angle. Slope.
Okay. So maybe we could cut that down and just give it to them. So, that was exciting. Brian and Lauren really helped maneuver.
Lift it up here and just try to get this grass.
Wait, you have to go on that side.
So there's
Yeah, I can put it
Dad.
back. There we go.
There you
And
go. They'll get to it.
Okay, I'll put things back together now.
so Dad's going to reassemble the perch. And there's Dad still smiling. That was exciting. Now, I have no idea how we're going to get it back over. You can see the water coming in over here. And so who knows who's watering.
Great.
These are sunflowers. And there you can see some of the beans sprouted. And what else do we have? Here's corn. And
Around here.
So let's take a look over here. Dad's rebuilding the perch, and again it's a module of 2-foot pre-cut PVC pipes that Dad and Matthew joined with different kinds of little joint things, and so the chickens are able, all 12 of them are able to perch comfortably on it. Initially it fell apart by their sheer weight, we think, so they had to redesign it, and so there's bungee cords that hold it to the side of the chicken coop so it doesn't fall apart. And so, well, they have a forest of grass. They can't complain. Okay, there was a little trauma with the ditch. Okay, so let's see, back over here in the old garden we have a variety of beans and corn and amaranth. What you see coming out of the flues are the Jerusalem artichokes that we grew for the first time last summer. And we transplanted some amaranth in this flue. We're going to have to thin it out because obviously it's too crowded. And so, and then let's see what else. We have had some cherries, not a lot, but they have been very sweet and juicy. We don't have very many apples, if any, again because of the late frost. And let's see what else. Oh, the elderberries. We haven't talked about them. We have 3 elderberry plants, and they are blossoming, and I think they should bear fruit. Oh, here is our rhubarb that we transplanted, and we have let's see, about 6 different locations for the rhubarb. Here's some rosemary, and the elderberry is right here, growing very nicely around the patio. Here's another elderberry jam, and the famous elderberry wine might be a possibility. And so here's another elderberry with blossoms. Here's the other one. This is the jasmine. Let's turn the camera this way. And our arch going down. We have oregano in this pot, and we have basil in this pot with wild flower seeds that have just started to sprout, and so we'll see how they do. And so we're gonna back up here, and we've got the chimenea. We've planted some more basil in these pots. They're just starting to sprout. And let's see what else. We planted some winter barley. It's a ground cover over here behind the little benches. Oops, let me... hopefully that's in focus. So winter barley over back in here, and oh, there's it's in focus. Oh, geez. And then, how did it go? Dan is now filling up the water bottles so they have fresh water. And you can see in the distance, let's just take a shot. There they are across the Rio Pequeño. And then let's see what else. Over here we've got, let's see, bell peppers and basil growing, and then we've transplanted some amaranth. So there's amaranth there, and there's, we think, bell peppers and basil. So that's there. Then Dad's filling up the water bottles. And then we'll go back and see the chickens to see if they've gotten over their river crossing trauma. They were a flutter. And then I'll just see. There's Dans les Jardins. That's a cute little frog that we came across last summer. And then let's go check the chickens. They are happy hens. Now they have very high grass to forage, and nothing makes them happier. Of course, we do have some fresh vegetable cuttings and fruit. I guess that makes them happier. And they love old bread, if you want to make a chicken happy. So let's just see them. Have to look out for the ditch water. It is overflowing. I don't want to fall in myself. And so let me just... So there they are in their new roost. And you can just see them. How content.